Doc is working through a shoulder injury, never took time off, worked around it to get it healthy. That's not a week off. Injuries are not a week off. Unless it's a torn muscle, unless it's a reconstruction on something, you still train other things. You only have till 24 to put on a lot of muscle. That's it. So all you youngsters that hear this, all you parents that have kids, 24. So this is the time when you feed them and get them big. Can you put muscle on after that? Sure you can. It slows tremendously. I want you to get a week off where you are healthy and get your body recovered physically and mentally. And that's not going to happen during coming back from doing something like COVID or the flu. My lotion, I got it here. You guys know the lotion is here. Get my lotion, start putting that on. On top of that, in the off season, Mike, when you get done with this, I want you on collagen. I want you on some more yolks from ducks. It's great for the body and skin. And then I just want you to continuously think 3 months down the road. Let's see where we're at. Okay. So keep working on that, Mike. Thanks, man. And then also let me know where you are on the blitz, because we got to do the dry out after that, see where you're at, and then make a decision on your next stage. I'm going to pull this guy up here because I'm mad at this guy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Jeremy, I'm mad at.
Oh, is it the...
Okay, I'm going to ask you guys both a question and see if you guys can answer this. All right, so what does he say here?
Right.
Oh, no, don't put that up yet. Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
I'm not looking.
So most of you guys know, if you do power bodybuilding, what do I tell you to do the week after?
Rest.
Say it louder.
Rest.
Say it louder.
Just don't do nothing.
Rest.
I don't want to say shit.
Nervous system is shot down. Now, if you do a bodybuilding show, what should you do the week after?
Ooh, repeat. Kind of like get your diet back into...
Kind of, yeah. I would say, yeah, feed it correctly. Don't do what most do, and go put on 25 pounds.
25 donuts.
Don't do a Heath Evans.
A couple of boxes of pizza.
Yeah, right. Reverse out of the diet. But on top of that, take the week off. You just went to 100%. Now this punk right here, Jeremy Davis. No, he did this. He got the COVID, got sick for a week. He said, hey, you know what? And I want all of you to listen to this, because this is probably your mentality for most of you, is because I was sick and I took a week off. Exactly. What say what he did.
He did the fucking makeup.
So
he had to make up for lost time.
Said, well, I've already taken the week off. I was sick, so now I need to go train. No, none of you.
And not only that, I gotta go train harder.
Ooh.
Make up for the time.
No. And I told him today, and he says it right here, take a week off. I don't want a week off of trying to get healthy from something like COVID, fake stuff. I want you to get a week off where you are healthy and get your body recovered physically and mentally. And that's not going to happen during coming back from doing something like COVID or the flu, or completely just beat down emotionally from guys like these two. So everybody, at the end of the Titan Challenge 3, I'm going to give a lot of you, and I'll talk to you guys and tell you who's taking a week off and who's not. But right now, Jeremy's taking a week off. And anybody else that you go on a business trip and you ate bad, and you got stressed out, or something happened hard in your life, that's not a week off. But if you train and do a 12-week plan of mine, if you do power bodybuilding, strength gains even, I'm okay with a week off. You got to listen to the body. You've got to listen to the body. On injury, does that mean you get a week off? We've been talking about this almost every week, about how Doc is working through a shoulder injury. Never took time off, worked around it to get it healthy. That's not a week off. Injuries are not a week off. Unless it's a torn muscle, unless it's a reconstruction on something, you still train other things. The reason why an owie is not a week off is because scar tissue comes immediately. That thing's healing as soon as you're done. And scar tissue is the worst thing in the world. And so that's not a week off. Does that make sense? Jeremy, I love you, kid. You're getting a week off. Now, see, this is somebody that's been training a long time, Big Scotty. And you can talk about the education or the experience now that you've been in the gym so long. You find out that it's the little things that keep you healthy. And like what Jeff was saying about somebody wanting to train twice a day, maybe it's not the best program in the sense of putting on the most muscle, but it sets you up on a schedule. How important is a schedule?
Very.
You're a youngster. Come on. Is it really?
Yes.
Talk to me.
Even at any age, I feel like it's the consistency of the schedule puts you on point. So like if there's no schedule, you're kind of all over the place. So then same thing with people that work out just to work out instead of having an actual workout plan. They're half-assing the aspects.
So we got some youngsters on here. So talk to them because I cannot relate with this. At every age,
You just can't.
no.
Give them
The only
everything.
reason I can't relate with them is because from every age I've ever been,
Yeah,
I
you've
would
been-
shut down and go do my workout. And that started at 9 and 10. So school would get over, kids would go play. I'd go home to work out. It was just something that's in me. So I never understood for me, hey, I'm going to go play or hang out with my friends and then go get training in. So I am completely removed from this. You're going to teach me right now. What can these kids do today that are in their 20s and 30s that are hanging out with their friends, that may be missing the workouts, or hey, come on, it's a pizza. Let's go.
Mhm.
You're bulking right now. Why not have a pizza?
Why not?
What can you tell them?
It's more of getting yourself out of the how do I say it? Because if you're too used to the very what's that word when you get instant gratification,
Right.
so when someone is so used to instantly gratifying themselves, they pull themselves out from ever being able to do something long term because you now stimulate your brain to the point that only short term stimulation is what the brain craves rather than a long term of like goal. You know, I don't know if I explained that.
No, I understand that. I'm just wondering if
So-
if they
Mhm.
would sit there and go, well,
They'd
here, pull
rather-
this up a little bit, would you? Pull it out of her. She's there we go.
They'd rather gratify themselves instantly rather than putting in the sacrifice for a longer, maybe even better gratification.
But isn't life about hanging out with friends
Mm.
and family? Isn't that more important than exercising and eating and stuff?
Who says you can't do both? Or
They say it.
yeah, no. Take your family to the gym with you.
Yeah.
There you go. That's the
Jeremy,
whole,
Jeremy took his
yeah, that's the whole family. That's the whole
Whew. Do you see why we're the Titans? Do you see that? Because that's all I did. And you know what happened? And somebody said this, and Clark, we were at an appearance, and Clark says, he says, who's the worst about this, that, and he goes, well, actually, I disagree with Mike, and I think Mike is the best because Mike sets it up. And so everybody that's around Mike, you guys know Mona. Mona's fine with my schedule. Mona's fine with how I train. If we're going to hang out, we're probably going to eat something healthy and go train. And he just said it. And Jeremy, that's on here, that I told to have a week off, his family on weekends or whenever they can, all go train together. I mean, that to me is a better life. That to me, if you got a significant other and they're not going to train, keep pressuring them, stay on your path and do that.
Exactly.
So I think that's cool. I know that Jeffrey, well, let's forget about Jeffrey.
Yeah.
That's not important right now. Work out enough to where
That's cute. That's
2 hours is fine for me. I like 2 hours as long as you got a meal in, you know, a little before that and a little right after. Everybody, if you're not eating within 15 minutes of your workout, you're not doing it right. You're not doing it right. 15 minutes. Here's some traits or some things I was told that may be wives' tales. I believe them to be 100% factual. And then with years and years of later on studies, they're very true. You ready for these three?
Go.
You only have till 24 to put on a lot of muscle. A lot of muscle. That's it.
You're done, sir.
You're done.
So all you youngsters that hear this, all you parents that have kids, 24. So this is the time when you feed them and get them big. Can you put muscle on after that? Sure you can. It slows tremendously. 24. Next one. 15 minutes after a workout. If you don't get it in by then, you messed up the day. You messed up your body. You messed up the workout. So I always have a shake or my meal right with me and have it. And I've done that my whole career.
Never miss.
Okay. And you have no idea. When you talk about how hard did I train when I was a kid, I was told at 9, 10, 11, 12, I only had until 24 to put on muscle. So imagine how hard I trained.
See?
I overtrained.
No
And
one
that's what I'm
does.
telling all of you. That's why I always bring you guys down. I overtrained for years and years. So as good as I am today, I would have been way better if I was coaching myself. I trained way too hard. And the third one is sleep and recovery
Ooh.
beats all.
Oh.
It beats all. If you don't recover, you can't really train. So that's it. So like I think a couple of our clients, we had a couple people. Lucy was one of them. She came back and says, "Hey, I sleep about 5.5 hours." I go, "Stop that! 7.5 hours." We didn't change anything except her sleep, and she lost over 5 more pounds. Yeah.
That's a luxury.
I know. We go back to the Arnold thing, but 2 hours is fine. 1 hour, trust me, I got my warm-ups done by 1 hour. So,
Yeah.
all right. That is not even just should. It's 100% as a good parent. Yeah, as a good parent.
Everyone in the Tiger Crew has
I'd
kids
be
at the gym
honest.
right now.
Yeah, all you parents should be having your kids there. Just so you guys understand, and go do the research on this. Remember the whole terminology, mostly my generation, is you stunt the growth if you're,
Oh, yes.
and it's already now, not only is the study
I can't do it.
bull, it's proven that they get as tall as they're supposed to get by exercising.
If you're 4 feet, you're gonna be 4 feet regardless. Sorry.
So it's actually the reverse. So get your kids in there. They don't have to be extreme workouts. They just exercise and tension. Again, the force on the body helps the body get stronger. Skip muscle, skip body fat. It helps the body get stronger. To me, that's a cool thing to be told. If you put pressure on the body, it gets stronger. That's pretty cool to me. I don't know.
Instagram told me not to.
Instagram trainers. That's what we go back to. Thank you. And please let me know if you do get them into the gym. All right. And talk to Jeremy that's on here right now. He's got 3 kids, 4 kids, maybe about 12 kids altogether nationwide. I don't know. He's really good looking and was in a boy band.
Oh.
So there might be others.
Jackson 5?
No, he really wasn't a boy
he
band.
was?
I'm not joking.
I
I'm not. I know you guys saw him on stage,
No.
but he actually was a kid performer. It's just been so long.
No way.
Yeah. So talk to him. He has his kids lifting, and Oliver, his little one, has been around us for like 4 or 5 years now, and is becoming a little freak. And it took time, but he's at that age where he's really starting to grow, and it's great. Mary, side note, how's the pup? Also, I understand how painful this could be watching them in this situation. Are you staying on your nutrition the best you can at this time? So just let me know. You can let me know later or send me a message, a DM or whatever. You don't have to do it here.
Well, we talked about sleep.
Yeah.
And not training, but then now we have the aspect of stretching or body work. How often would you recommend that for recovery? Or do you recommend it at all?
I do recommend body work. Yeah, that's a great question. I got lucky with Jeffrey introducing me to a chiropractor that is got the gift. Now let me say this. Massage is great if you got a good massage person. Chiropractic is great if you got a good chiropractor. So again, it's all that 1%. I had a chiropractor before that I would see twice a week. I like it. It kind of helped, but I got a great guy now. So now I'm getting better. And so, you know what I mean, though? But if you can do a whole bunch of stuff to at least keep you healthy and stuff, when something clicks, it enhances you. But if you're always in the back going, forget it, I'm going to just sit in the seat and wait until they develop something, you know, then it's, I think body work and everything is great.